YouTube? Welcome to another video with Joseph Manifesting. Today's video is going to be on law of reversibility, which goes hand in hand with law of assumption. Once this is fully understood, manifesting will become easy for you. Now, I get a lot of questions on what's the wish fulfilled? What thoughts am I supposed to have? If I have this thought come up, if this is happening, if I have this situation, I am going to answer exactly what you need to do, so then that way any confusion, any questions will be answered and you focus on this one thing. If electricity can create movement, then that means that movement can create electricity. We see this in the example of a windmill. It moves in a circular motion, and then as a byproduct it creates electricity. And then if you look at a Tesla car, electricity is powering movement of the wheels of the vehicle and making the Tesla go. So point A can create point B, and point B can create point A. Now, moving this to law of assumption, if an experience can make me feel and think a certain way, we've all experienced this, right? Something happened that is unideal for us, and we felt sadness, anger, fear, and then emotions came with this. It created a state of being within us, this outside experience. Well, based upon law of reversibility, if that's the case, then I can experience something internally, maintain a state of consciousness, and then that must express itself outside of me. Neville gives a beautiful example of this when he talks about leaving Barbados. He wanted to go home. He had a lecture that he needed to do in New York, tried to go to the boat service, and they told him, you're way back in the line. It's going to be several months before you're going to be able to go back. Neville, knowing the law, went to take a nap, and he sat there and he contemplated feeling the rails of the boat, turning around, and he had mixed feelings. There was a part of him that felt sad because he was leaving his family that he loved so dearly. Another part of him felt ecstatic and excited because he got to go home. And he fell asleep in this feeling. Within a short amount of time, he then got a phone call from the boating service telling him that he can go home. It was like a day or something like this. It happened for him. So our job then, and Neville talks about this many times, is to feel the wish fulfilled over and over and over again. It's not how often I'm in it, it is the frequency. It's the how often do I come back to it. It's my dwelling place. It feels natural. Now, a lot of the times I notice whenever I'm manifesting SP or money or my car, at first when I'm visualizing this thing, I'm experiencing it, there's this excitement within me. There's this gratitude. I'm like filled with tears. As I continue to visualize it more and more and more, it starts to become more normal to me. So I am embodying having that experience. We want to continue to do it over and over and over again. Now, you're going to have thoughts along the way of, this is messed up, I'm not doing it right, is this it, is that it, is this it? The best way to know if you are in the wish fulfilled is what thoughts naturally come to you. When I was manifesting my wife, when I wasn't in the state of being in a loving relationship, I would think about wanting to talk to her, how much I missed her, how my life was terrible. I would see other people's relationships and it would make me feel sad. I would have thoughts of, I'm going to be single forever, things like this. When I would go into prayer and I would I'd see myself in a loving relationship with my wife, experiencing that. When I would come out of it, I would have thoughts of, I love my wife so much. I have the most amazing wife in the world. I'm so grateful that we met each other. I'm so grateful that I found my soulmate. I'd see other people's relationships and I'd be happy because I would see my relationship in theirs. Things like this would happen. And ideal thoughts would flow to me from the state of consciousness that I occupied. And so my job in prayer is your best friend. Go into prayer often. If you're having unideal situations outside of you, you're getting continuous self-suggestions from your senses that are in harmony with what it is that you're seeing. That's obviously not ideal for us. So we must withdraw our attention from these senses and we go within. Clear our mind, say I am to myself many times, take several deep breaths, whatever it is that helps you clear your mind until you feel way more calm and your attention is withdrawn from whatever is happening outside of you, whatever you're identified with outside of you. And then imagine a scene or declare, I am what I desire to be. Feel them in a loving relationship. I have abundance. I have whatever it is that you like. and sit here until you feel different internally, until you feel as though you changed, until you can feel the excitement of being that person. Stay in prayer. Once you come out of prayer, you'll notice that your brain is no longer focused looking for these things that are wrong. You'll now be just kind of in flow, feeling grateful. Whenever you think about whatever it is you're manifesting, you'll think of it as being ideal, and you'll have thoughts from that premise. And you maintain this. Law of reversibility, again, says that A can create B, then B can create A. So me maintaining a state of gratitude, this is why Isn't It Wonderful works so ideally. If you have many manifestations that you want to do at one time, you stay in the state of isn't it wonderful? You're not even specific on what it is that you're wanting. But what you'll find is as you're in that state of being and you're feeling as though all is wonderful, you're feeling that joy for life, that gratitude, that sense of calmness and relief, then what ends up happening is all these wonderful blessings just happen to you automatically because of your state of consciousness. And so that is the goal. It's to leave this alone and to go within. I leave everything alone outside and I simply give it to myself. My only gauge for how I'm doing is, do I feel as though I'm in the wish fulfilled? Am I in my state of consciousness of being what I desire to be? Am I maintaining this state of consciousness? This determines what I will experience outside of me and nothing else. Guys, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please do like, subscribe, and share. The more this gets to individuals, the more that the algorithm of YouTube will push it. Thank you as always for watching. Love you guys very much. Bye-bye.